Friends, welcome back to the 2018 Lasnai, brought to you by Nike here on laxallstars.com. I am Steven Stamp, joined by Tim Austin. We are ready to roll with a couple of teams that have just played in the last couple hours here, both coming up with big wins in hotly contested games. LCC Radotin in the red with the white brick trim and the blue shorts going left to right, going right to left in the yellow, the Basom Bombers. And the Czech Republic club will take the first ball. Mate Barak. I'm Steven Stamp with Tim Austin, as I mentioned. And Tim, we're getting closer and closer games as we get further along and teams are grouped together in their competitive sections. There's a shot by Barak off the flip pass from Peshek, but the save immediately by Wayne Adams, who was very good. You wonder how the goalies are going to hold up here. Checking it is Jakub Marash in net for LCC Radotin. And Wayne Adams back in. Here's Basom with their first possession. Ball grabbed there by Gates Abrams. He spins, throws it down low. Tried to feed to the back door, but they couldn't quite get it through to Kai Tarbell. Abrams will rip one. Marsh with the hand save. And Mike Kaminsky was in. And we're seeing some chances coming, but we're also seeing, honestly, the pace of the game looks a little bit slow to start out, I feel like.
Yeah, Basom just finished up a very up and down game earlier. So that game they were out running a lot.
Went down to one goal right at the end. And a real tight battle. LCC Radotin was in a close one as well. Penalty coming, the first of the game. It's going to be a slashing call. I believe that's going to Gates Abrams, number 77 for the Basom Bombers. And it is dangerous, giving Radotin the man advantage.
Yeah.
They move the ball so well. You see the east-west cuts, the passes, the backdoor cuts. And Dominic Peshek is deadly when he has time and space.
Oh, yeah. And just the unit as a whole is just so surgical.
Peshek is at the top, starting out. Across to Barak. That's Popia down low. Right in the middle, just like that. Usually Loskot catches and releases, and it's past Wayne Abrams. What a start. That was about 8 seconds into the power play.
Yeah, and right on cue, just a good cut off that back door. And just a good job moving the ball around. And to get that.
Kuba Vimola will try to get the ball back immediately for Radotin. He is facing Cam Seneca for Basom. Boy, they are locked on there. Those sticks are warping about. And Seneca pops down on it, but it actually winds up sliding out to Barak. Mate Barak on the break, shoots just wide. Kostel will track it down, catches it with the extended arm. The pass is a little shaky, but Jacek tracks it down, but it's stopped by Justin Martin. He's going to get the ball, and Basom goes the other way. They're 2-on-3, so they're going to slow things down a little bit. A few passes given away, a few shaky possessions, handlings of the ball, and again, that's something you're not shocked by when these teams both have had just 1 and 2 games off between them, or respectively. That pass across the top, Basom. There's a low pass to Cam Seneca, and a hard shot, but Wes Whitlow can't find his spot. He'll get it back. That one's knocked down by a stick again. A pair of blocks. Brilliant work by Roman Seidel, and he knocked this one right over to Miroslav Polak. Seidel just gets in the way to open a little bit of a pick. They barely make it across the line, and the great forecheck. That's going to be a loose ball push from behind. Not much question on Seidel there.
Yeah, it went down, just kind of got the leg there a little bit as he was trying to make a play from the ground.
That pass goes off the boards, bounces back over. Backdoor pass, nice play. Some very sharp passing today by Kai Tarbell. And Basom gets the ball back in a fresh 30. This is definitely something you want to avoid as a defense is long possessions. Of course, getting resets is fantastic if you're the offensive team. And here is Cam Seneca. Skip across. That shot by Johnson Jimerson didn't find its mark. That pass isn't going to connect either. So these are two teams that played some really solid lacrosse within the last couple hours. And you can see some of the effects of fatigue. But they're going to sharpen it up, I would think. That one stopped by Marish. Almost just got to get running again and get back into a rhythm. Here's a breakup for Loshkok. Goes to the crease, tries the diving twister, just enough of a push to throw him off. And immediately Basom pushes it back up the other way. No rest whatsoever. Carmen Papa pushes it up the floor. That's Kaminsky passing to the near side. Tarbell. Backdoor pass, Kaminsky. I'm not sure you even saw that one coming. Ball eventually rolls out to Jakub Marish. His hard pass, though, he just airmailed that past everybody. Pass through doesn't quite connect. 12 on the shot clock for Basom, but it's scooped up. Another snap stick. We've seen a few of those this afternoon. That leaves the ball in the possession of Schruta, Martin Schruta. Schruta's wearing number 4. Is that interesting? Or am I just mistaking him with someone else? Anyway, the ball is loose. No, that is Martin Schruta, who was listed as 75, so changing up his jersey for this one. Basom goes for the backdoor pass, can't quite connect as Kai Tarbell tried to toss that across. There's some chances coming, Tim.
Yeah. As the game's going on, there's teams starting to get a little more comfortable. You're seeing them start to get out and run a little bit more. Starting to settle in here. Adrenaline's starting to get going.
Peshek circles back out. Almost like you do need that a little bit of a run, a few minutes to just get the fatigue out of your system, and then you're just back to playing lacrosse and you're good. Peshek spins and shoots. That one goes a little bit wide. 2 seconds for Prokoshka to get a shot on. He'll just roll one underneath. Whistle went for the 30, and he almost got that on time. That was actually pretty close. We'll forecheck pressure from Barak. We'll leave it there for Justin Martin. Kaminsky up top to Tarbell. Abrams makes the backdoor pass, shrug save, and another save by Marish. Perfect position. And Tomas Jipai heads over to Kaminsky, partly to protect for the pass and partly because I think he was a little annoyed at the shot he took at the end and thought he wouldn't mind returning the favor. That pass again thrown away. Jakub Marish has been trying to hit the outlet passes and just tossing them right over the heads of his LCC Radotin teammates. A lot of congestion down low, and somehow Justin Martin just walks through it all and gets that in-tight shot, but Marish turns it aside.
Yeah, that was a great job of sealing off that defender down low to open up that lane.
Yavorsky was down the floor, and they had an opening. He just couldn't accept the pass. I think because he had to stop and come back, he probably would have been swallowed up by the returning forwards anyway in reverse transition or transition defense. Saved by Marish. Really controlling his rebounds nicely today. Usually Loskok comes to help out. There's still that broken stick right over under the laxallstars.com banner. Do go to laxallstars.com to check out all the coverage of this tournament. All the games live from here at the Onondaga Nation Arena and on tape delay, short tape delay from the Onondaga Fieldhouse, the most beautiful place to play lacrosse in the world. I think it's safe to say that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely between the arena and the field house here, definitely two of the better venues I've ever played in. The atmosphere here is absolutely amazing. Yeah. I love coming here every year. This is my second time here.
The field house, though, it's something special with the wood, and there's a shot by Tarbell. I mean, that field house is just magical.
Yeah.
You know, and then again, so is the boxing Grotto team. Over home in the Alice Robeski Memorial. A penalty coming to Basom. Unless Dominic Peshek does that, he bounces one in the far side. It's 2-0. Just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. LCC Radotin jumps out ahead. And we finally get a stoppage to get the broken stick off the carpet. Ref coming over, checking to see whose stick it was, because you never know in the heat of the moment. The stick's there, you just get it out of the way. Brett Manny this morning, playing for USA Blue, saw a stick on the floor, picked it up as he was heading to the bench, which technically is an illegal equipment violation, but he was about 4 steps away. And behind him, the referee is pointing over to the opponent's bench because it was their stick, but he thought it was his own team's. So he just brought it back to the bench. And the opponents were like, over here. They sorted it all out. Brett Manny's a good dude. He got it back to them.
Yeah.
There's a shot and a goal. Costal rips that one right off the face-off, just seconds into the return of play. Costal had 2 in the last game, both near post, just like that one, but at 3 different heights now.
Yeah, he's a big man with a big game, that's for sure.
He loves the high to low. All 3 have been at different spots. One was around waist high, one around knee high, and that one was down around ankle high.
Well, especially using that overhand shot from that perspective, you can really hide and change the angles at which you're shooting from to try and deceive a goalie.
Here comes Kuba Vimala. Leaves it there for Popia. I was thinking as I was watching Vimala earlier that I'd like to see him crash to the net a bit more. Use that size and the hands that he has. He's quite cautious. There's a hard sidearm shot by Pesek off the boards. Yeah, I mean, Vimala, he can just barrel through people, and he doesn't do it a lot. I think he tries to save it for big moments, but I wouldn't be averse to him having to go a bit more often. Shot clock expires on the checks.
Yeah.
I mean, you've played against him. What's he like to try and stop?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge when you have those bigger guys who really know how to use their body.
That pass picked off cleanly. Polak heading the other way. There is one defender back. Well, a reverse transition player, Justin Martin. But there comes Loshkot off the bench. That shot trickles through. What a play by Polak. Just drifts over to his opposite side and almost lulled them to sleep, making it look like he wasn't going to make the play. Makes me think of Steve Priolo, who was a couple of years ago would do that all the time. He'd go down, look how he's pushing the pace, circle back, and then just cut in and shoot, and he'd catch people off guard.
Yeah. Sometimes the best time to score is when they're not expecting it.
Profound.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. That's why we've got you here.
Yeah.
Basom gets the ball off the face-off. 3 minutes to go in the first of 2 15-minute running time halves with 2 minutes stop time at the end. Diving attempt, but he landed on the crease line. Great effort there by Cam Seneca, but he's going to turn the ball over. Here's Kuba Vimala. Runs through one check from Kaminsky. Then gets a bit of a bump, and he'll head to the bench. Prokoshka going to return the ball to Pesek. Quick pass across. Lushko didn't like his angle. Throws one a bit low for Pesek. He tracks it down. They've got 6 to shoot. Pesek's going to the net. Nice save by Abrams. It is Wayne Abrams. Outlet pass. Here comes James Deacon. He'll leave it there for Tarbell, who's got a lane. Rips it. I guess he didn't have a lane because that's square in the middle of the back of Roman Seidel.
And that's a 3rd shot he's eaten in this period.
He's going to be black and blue, but he's going to be a hero to his goalie and teammates.
Yeah, just doing an absolutely great job of playing those lanes and taking away any alleys.
Fresh 30 as the Basom Bombers pick up that loose ball rebound. That 1-2-2 defense the Czechs love to play. Taking away the middle, but are leaving open some chances down low on the crease if Basom can pop out just a couple of feet.
Yeah.
Look to see if they can get their shots off. The thing, the Czechs, they do leave a bit of space, but they close on it quickly too.
Yeah, they do. And plus, a lot of it too is what type of shots is your goalie comfortable seeing.
Yes.
Some of them are okay with shots a little closer in if it's from a lower angle, or taking those more outside shots as long as it's nothing in the middle.
Carmen Papa was barreling through there and then just got stood up and the ball rolled out. There's Vimala running through a man. Loses it actually as Johnson Jimerson gets on it, but it does go over to Jacek. The Czechs maintain possession. It's a good go there, Vimala. Do it. Run through some guys.
Yeah.
Maybe not always the biggest guy on the floor, as he did there with Johnson Jimerson. Big collision on the near side, shatters another shaft, and Abrams pounces on that rebound. Basom will push it ahead. 45 seconds in the half. 4-0. Radotin ahead. Kaminsky. The Bombers taking things slowly. Here comes Seidel from behind. That shot got through. Schruta blocked that one. Kaminsky, the Saskatchewan native. 5 seconds to shoot. It gets away, but there will be a shot at bouncer. Gets wide. Almost a glorious chance there in front for Stu Sundown. Couldn't quite get a stick on it, and then the shot clock expires. 11 seconds in the half. Kustal gets it ahead. Hodanya to Barak. It's a bit behind him. Still 4 seconds to shoot, though. He goes down. Will spin. That's not happening. Game effort.
Yeah, good job by Basom there to get back and really take away that last attempt.
So we will go to halftime for 2 minutes. I'm Stephen Stemp with Tim Austin. Thank you for being with us. Nike presenting the 2018 Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the second half.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesize that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will, extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling, to do things that for thousands of years didn't seem humanly possible.
At CSU, we take a very scientific approach to making sure our technologically advanced, doctor-developed, scientifically backed, industry-changing mouthguards are the most protective, lightest, talkable, breathable, comfortable, drinkable, removable mouthguards on the planet to guarantee you're protected. No matter what comes your way, the CSU Next Gen. CSU, talk, breathe, drink.
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2018 Lacrosse All-Stars North American Invitational, brought to you by Nike on lacrosseallstars.com, laxallstars.com. My mic's falling down. I have a limp mic.
Uh-oh.
Not sure what to do about this.
Do we have any duct tape or?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to hold it for now, I think. This thing just won't stand. It won't stay up. Huh. Okay, I'm going to hold my mic as I chat with you. It makes things tricky because I have things to do with my hands, but the ball is down in the corner, picked up by Gates Abrams. Kaminsky takes it down along the GLE. Justin Martin, there's a shot, and Basom is on the board less than a minute into this second half.
Yeah. As we were mentioning earlier, attacking those low corners of the zone, Basom did a great job of getting down there and getting that nice dive across the crease to wrap it around the keeper in net.
Radotin will get possession off of this face-off. Kaminsky with the goal to make it 4-1. Here's a breakaway. Nice whistle, great trail check, but Matej Barak and swings the stick up just at the perfect time to disrupt that play. .20 seconds left on the shot clock as Popia takes that pass. Ball gets away. Here comes Basom the other way. See if they can try and mount a comeback. They had to do so in their previous game. Oh, and Turf Monster jumps up, grabs Yuji Kostal. Kaminsky, who just scored, will throw it up top. Hard rip, Marsh with the save. That one's grabbed there by Lushko just across center floor. He's waiting for his offensive cohort to join him. Pass down along the boards to Peshek, back up to Paroshka. Spin, a nice pass down to Barak. The save, but that might be in. Nope. Great job by Wayne Abrams to keep that out of the net. I think a few, and the Czech development squad does not agree with the decision.
Yeah, I love how they're out at all of Radotin's games, cheering on their buddies.
Oh yeah, these are the guys they emulate, they hope to be, is the Radotin Custodes. It's LCC, stands for Lacrosse Club Custodes from Radotin.
Yeah, a great organization over there, doing a lot of great things.
There's a chance right on the crease for Gates Abrams, but the save by Marsh. He's had to withstand some pressure in this one. Loshkot to Popia, 18 on the shot clock. Peshek gets underneath, dives, runs right through Wayne Abrams, but makes sure not to put his body weight on. He's been watching Clay Matthews play. He knows you got to be careful with how you land on quarterbacks or goalies or anything. What do you think of those calls against Matthews? It's irrelevant, but I just think they're terrible.
Yeah, it's...
You got to be able to tackle a guy.
Yeah,
I know he's a
definitely.
quarterback, but what the heck?
I mean, it is a contact sport.
Was. Nice try on the back door. Gates Abrams taps it, but Marish scoots across and makes that stop. Some pressure here from Basom. There's another shot. Marsh with another save. Remember that Basom was down 3-0 at halftime of their previous game. Ran off 4 straight goals to go ahead. Gave up 1 goal. There's a nice creative attempt by Camp Seneca. Doesn't quite find its home though. 18 on the shot clock. They've still got it. Gates Abrams. Hard rip. That one's blocked. And Vimala is going to come up with it. Oh, kicks it ahead to himself. That's going to work out quite nicely, actually. And here's Peshek off the bench. Vimala shoots and scores. What a rip on the run. That is almost a mirror image of the goal that Dominic Peshek scored 2 games ago for LCC Radotin, running the other way on the floor.
Yeah, it's just a great job of getting that loose ball and just getting up the floor quickly, recognizing nobody's coming to stop the ball. They're all worried about Peshek coming and crashing that backside of the pipe, so he's going to take it himself and score there.
Radotin goal, his first in the game, scored by number 27, Diego Gamola. With an assist by number 62.
Basom gets the ball back. They've given up a goal to go back down 4 goals. They do have possession off the faceoff. Kaminsky gets it to Seneca. Sorry, that's Owen Hill. Hard shot from the outside, but Mars has no problem taking that one from Stu Sundown. Pope's going to come back and help as there's some pressure. They have to get across center. They don't make it. And they're pointing to the 30-second clock, and you can't rely on that. The 30-second clock is operated by someone down in the box. They do the very best they can, but it's not always right on the officials' count. The officials are counting themselves. So Basom gets it back door. Kaminsky didn't quite, it was kind of caught him in the middle of the chest, so he couldn't quick stick it, and Marsh was there by the time he wanted to shoot. That shot goes wide, comes back out to Justin Martin, and it's picked off. Here goes Vimala again. Nice hustle back by Martin. Vimala gets good position. Shoots and misses. Was, I think, a little preoccupied with Justin Martin and not focused on getting his shot.
Great hustle there after making that turnover, chasing back and making sure that it doesn't lead to anything on that defensive end.
Yeah, you can see Vimala gasping for a bit. There's a nice save by Marsh and pounces out on the rebound, but Vimala with 2 long, fast sprints like that. And again, they just played 2 games ago. Basom played 1 game ago.
Yeah.
They had 1 game off and then we're back on. LCC had 2 games off, so they slowed down a little bit, but kudos to Vimala for pushing the pace and running and creating 2 great chances, one of which he scored on. Nice little move by Rudy George to get out into some space. Marsh with yet another stop. Stops the ball, stops the player coming in, stops everything. Pass ahead. Basom, they were having a good idea here. They're trying to put some pressure on to LCC Radotin, but the Custodians have been quite good to this point of just escaping, getting the ball up over center, avoiding the 10-second counts. Oh, what a rip by Dominic Peshek. He is on fire in this tournament.
Yeah,
that is just a laser beam.
Beautiful. Saw the goalie drop and so just snuck that in right over his shoulder. Great shot from the outside.
What an angle we had. You guys should have pretty much the same one. The camera's right beside us. And you can just see that little spot and Peshek picking it with a P to the far corner.
Oh, yeah. Czech development team loved it as well.
Ready to goal, his second game. Score number 29, Peshek.
That one will come back to Basom, pick it up. Now we'll work it down on the offensive end. Move around, that skip pass gets away.
Kaminsky comes up with it along the boards, tosses it back. There's a rip with a little shrug save by Jakob Marsh. Thanks for covering for a second there. I was just seeing if a little duct tape would work on the mic. It seems to be okay here. We'll see how it holds up. We got about five more games to go here. So
yeah.
No, it's wilting again. I don't know. We'll work on it between games. For the time being, we'll make do. Vimala with the rebound, snags it in midair, lobs it. That's too far for Polak. He's going to go into the corner after Abrams and makes the pass out. Now, Basom getting called for too many men on the floor.
Yeah, that's a bad penalty to take there. You got possession, trying to score to somehow climb back in this game.
Yeah, just over 5 minutes to go, and that obviously not going to help you as you're down 6-1.
Yeah.
Take that too many men, but you're trying to push, you're trying to create some chances, and it's not shocking that something like that would happen.
Here's the bottom of the penalty, a bench minor. Too many men on the floor.
And it's hard to argue one of those when the whistle goes and you've still got 6 guys. It's not like it's just a close change. They had 6 guys actively engaged in the play.
Yeah.
Peshek over to Popia. Oh, gets it through to Loshkot, somehow found a gap. And Prokoshka just reaches in and grabs the ball for a reset. We're going to have too many men now on LCC Radotin. They were changing at the bench. Prokoshka reached in and got that loose ball, which he's allowed to do, but it just confused him a little bit because the forwards started to go to the bench, turned back around. The defenders had gone out, and just like that, you've got I think they actually had 7 guys on the floor.
Yeah, it's tough because you want to make sure that you have your defense in and set to take away any transition, especially seeing as much as Basom liked to run earlier today. And they're going to look to run too, being down with not much time left.
And we had just a couple of seconds of 4-on-4, and now there's a moving pick, negates a goal, although to be fair, I think Marish stopped when he heard the whistle.
Yeah.
There's the pass right on the doorstep. Nice save. Great work. Here we come the other way. Gates Abrams gets his own rebound and flicks it across. It was just a little bit too hot for Carmen Papa. But Papa is battling to try and get possession back for the Bombers. And then it gets away from Thomas Jipai, and it's Basom ball. Another save by Marsh, who has been masterful in this game.
Yeah, he's been standing really tall in that net, doing a great job of taking it away.
They're still pushing the pace down the floor. Coach Stahl, great underhand pass. Oh, not great, but a good underhand pass. Just a little bit too far. Pesek fakes again. He's got Abrams biting. Pass is picked off. There's a man well ahead. Wide open on the break is Tarbell. Kai Tarbell makes no mistake. Just picks his spot and buries it past Marish.
Yeah, good job getting out, leaking out there. So after that loose ball, they can just make that pass up to him and get him away on that breakaway.
We're going to reach the 2-minute mark before the face-off, so the clock should stop. It does. Yavorski races out as Vimala wasn't quite ready to go and take that face-off. Oh, and then Yashik runs back over, and Basom wants an over and back call, and they may have a point. You are allowed to run a zone and go back over center on the face-off, but that was pretty far.
Yeah.
I feel like that was close.
There was just an absolutely beautiful look by Pesek behind the back that just hit off the post there.
Pesek gets it back. There's a skipper by Loshkot. Abrams didn't know where the rebound was, but luckily for him, James Deacon did. Penalty coming as Deacon fights through a couple of checks, continues to run it to 3-on-2. Pass to the backdoor man, just a little bit high. He manages to corral it. Gates Abrams will go and grab that ball. And now there's a call. They've blown down play. The ref flew play down, and you heard him say too many men. Basom is yelling, we had the goalie out, which is eminently true as Wayne Abrams
I just wonder if maybe that man went a little early off the bench to get on, but.
.113 to play. Basom needs 4 goals. It's not out of the question, especially now they're on the power play. Gives them a good opportunity to get one of those. Then again, they've only scored twice so far, so it's a big ask to try and triple their output. There's a save by Marsh. That almost got through. Kaminsky pushes his man in. Penalty coming to Kaminsky. See, Nick Thomas looked like he was trying to decide what call he wanted to apply. I'm going to say roughing. I'm not 100% sure I'd make that call, but he definitely was pushing after the play was pretty much dead. Yeah,
definitely some extracurriculars there, especially this late in the game. You want to just keep it in check.
Nice finish. Great job going to the net by Yashik. And Tomas Yashik makes it 7-2. Check puns are always funny.
That one was actually unintentional, but
I know, that's why it was funny.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase that. Unintentional check puns are generally.
Yeah.
Yavorski goes back out for another face-off up against Cam Seneca. 53 seconds to play, and that's a perfect win by Yavorski. And it's going to be a discussion about the draw application, I believe. They're going to redraw. I think there was a problem with the method of the draw. They're not going to put any time back on it, so about 3 seconds that came off. We got 49.4 to go. 36 of it will be 4-on-4, and then 13 seconds. We'll have a little power play. Feistying up a little bit here down the stretch.
Yeah.
Got some chopping and whacking. Marish with the short outlet. Jipai, nice job to quickly move it across to Hodania. He will rip one down the length of the floor. I was going to be very impressed if that had been caught on the skip like that by Martin Schruta. He did corral it. He's going to backpedal. 10 seconds left on the 30. I think the Czech's quite content to let this clock expire. Schruta is knocked down. Big hit there by Whitlow. He's going to try and reach for that pass. Oh, great job by Matej Barak. But then,
Yeah, just killing as much time.
yeah, good fight for it by Justin Martin. And a 10-second count. Excellent effort. Whitlow getting into it. He's going after Schruta. He's going to have a big smile.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy now. Game's over. They're all friends again. Great effort by LCC Radotin. They will win 7-2. And we have, how long have we got till our next game? We got 14 minutes till Graftex versus Gold Star Tel Aviv. I'm Steven Stamp with Tim Austin. Final thoughts?
Yeah, it was a great game again. Again, just maybe a little bit of fatigue. Both teams had a short rest. LCC had that one extra game on Basom, though. So it took Basom a little bit of time to get into it. And by the time, maybe that fatigue kicking in.
All right, for Tim Austin, I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. We got 12 and a half minutes. We'll be back with Gold Star and Graftex in the first quarterfinal of the evening. The march to the championship ensues. Thanks for being with us. This has been Lax All Stars coverage of the LASNE, presented by Nike.
What is the future of sport? The next evolution of athlete? Well, we hypothesized that athletes will develop the sixth sense, if you will, extremely heightened instincts. If you look across the animal kingdom, a sixth sense is innate to many species. With the right tools, our athletes can acquire an inexplicable connection to see without seeing, to feel without feeling, to do things that for thousands of years didn't seem humanly possible.
At CSU, we take a very scientific approach to making sure our technologically advanced, doctor-developed, scientifically backed, industry-changing mouthguards are the most protective, lightest, talkable, breathable, comfortable, drinkable, remoldable mouthguards on the planet to guarantee you're protected. No matter what comes your way, the CSU Next Gen. CSU, talk, breathe, drink.